In this video, we're going to look at how you can edit and replace the banner on the template using the templates available and the website Canva. Okay, this goes for any grade level. It just depends on what banner you start with. And instead of going into a homepage yet, I'm going to go ahead and open up the banners. So I'm just going to Command or Control click there. And this gives you some options to start with. Again, you don't have to start with any of them, though I would tell you that these dimensions are pretty good. And I could tell you the dimensions here in a minute. I know it's 900 pixels wide, but I don't remember how tall it is. I think it's like 250. But these are pretty good because it doesn't take up too much space. You don't want it to be super tall. I know that some that are choosing Bitmoji Classroom style banners, and remember you can use the image but not an interactive one where you have to click inside it to do specific things. Your banner's taking up a lot of space, and so that may not be a wise choice. You might want to think about that, is that you might want to recreate the Bitmoji banner but in a more flattened manner. But anyways, so I'm just going to choose one, and since it says this is who I wish I looked like, we'll click there. So you'll go into the banner page, and you're just going to click this button right above where it says click here to edit this banner. This is going to take you to the Canva website, canva.com. And there you go. It's 900 pixels by 225 if you want the exact dimensions to build your own. And you're just going to click use the template. So everything in here is open source, and you notice that it already gives you other banner possibilities based off of the dimensions. Okay, so you can easily choose a different one, and all you would do there is you'd click on it, and you'd say like replace current page or add as a new page, and it would replace it. But I'm going to go stick with this. And so the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to put my subject. So I'm going to say science. I'm going to say sixth science. Okay. And so maybe I put grade 6 science. There's a little bit of flexibility there, but having the grade level and the subject is a good thing. And then my name with Mr. Bramer. And then I'm just going to replace my image there. And so I'm going to go over here to the left side where it says uploads. Okay. And notice that I've already uploaded an image of myself, but if you click right here where it says upload an image or video, you can choose to upload one directly from your device, but you can also connect to the different services so that you can then import it directly into it. But I'm just going to go back to where I've already uploaded it. Once you've uploaded the image, click and hold down so that you can drag it. See how I'm dragging it? And I'm just going to drag it directly on top of that picture because this is an actual, it's called a frame, and it fills it. Now notice though that it's cutting off my big forehead, and I want everybody to see my big forehead. So I'm going to double click, and it's going to open up the whole image, and I'm just going to drag down. You could also resize from here if you want to. If I just wanted them to see my lips, that's not good. And I'm just going to undo there, and that's just Command Z or Control Z. But once I have that, great. Now I have what we're learning as well as my picture. I'm going to download it. Now, if this has multiple pages, when you hit download, you're going to want to just select that page. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how you would do that. Okay, so let's say I were to have a second page in here, 2 pages. When you go to download, click download. Come down here where it says selected pages, and you can actually choose the page that you want. So all I want is this first one. If I don't, it's going to download a zip file, which is all those files combined into a folder and then locked. And you would just have to unzip it on your computer and then upload it. But if you're only looking for a single image, this is the way to go. And then you can choose what file type. Okay, PNG is the way to go. Those are the ones that load the best, and you don't want any of the other ones. You could do a GIF if you're awesome, but stick with PNG if you're new to the game. So PNG, hit download, and that's going to then download to your computer. Just to decide where you're saving it. And so here I'm just going to download it to my downloads folder, and we're just going to say banner Bramer. Now I'm going to go back to the modules, and I'm going to open up the template that I'm going to use. Okay, so actually, I'm sorry. Before I do that, I'm not going to open up the template I'm going to use. I'm going to go to Files. Okay, so over here on the left, you can see where it says Files. I'm just going to click there. And the reason why I'm going to Files is that I want to choose where I put the banner. I don't want to just put it willy-nilly and so that it ends up somewhere in my files. I want to decide. So I'm going to go ahead and come here, and there's already a template folder. And notice that inside of there, there's already a banner folder. And you are free when you are done designing your course to delete the banner page. And if you want to delete all these, you can go for it. Each course has 5,000 megabytes or 5 gigabytes worth of space. So they're not taking up a bunch of space, but you know, if you want to get rid of them, go for it. Now there's 2 ways to upload a file. One is you can click upload and then find your file. Or if you find your file on the in your system first. Okay, so I'm just going to go to my downloads folder, and I can see it says right there, Bramer. I'm going to click, hold it down, and I'm going to drag it in here, and I'm going to drop it. And you see it uploads it nice and quick. Okay, it's only 39 kilobytes, which is actually it's 104 kilobytes. You know what? That's really big. So I'm going to show you another step. Open this up, Tinypngcom. Now, why does it matter with it big? Because every kilobyte has to be loaded by your student's computer. So if you can make things smaller, that's better. So what this website does is it's going to make things smaller, not the image size. It'll still be the same width, but the file size. So I'm just going to find my file again, and I'm going to drag it. I'm going to move this window a little bit, and I'm just going to drag it up here and drop it. And notice that it's uploading it at 104, and it shrunk it down. I don't know if you can see that, to 43 kilobytes. It made it less than half. So now I'm going to download that and just save it again and go back to my files. And I'm just going to delete that old one because the one that actually has I named it that way that there's no confusion. Find my file right there again, grab it, drag it, drop it. And now it's much smaller. You see it's comparable to the other ones. Now I can go ahead and go back and find my template. And I'm going to use the 1st through 8th grade excluding Seven Oaks, just because that's who I am. And we're going to replace this image by clicking on Edit. And I'm just going to drag this down a little bit. Go ahead and click that image. Okay. And I want you to go right here where it shows the little image icon in the toolbar. And you're going to click there. And you're going to say course images because we uploaded it to the course, not to our user. Like I said, a course has 5,000 megabytes with 5 gigabytes worth of space. And that's just for that one course. And every course has that. But a user only has 50 megabytes. And that's for all of your courses. So you really want to upload documents to your courses, not to yourself. Course images. Because it was the most recent image, it should be the first one. There it is. Click it. And it replaced it. But notice that it's now on the left. I don't want it to be on the left, okay? I want it to be in the center. And so you can click just beyond it right here and come up here in the toolbar and click, and now it's in the center. Now you can stop there and hit, once it's replaced your image and you have it centered there, then you just hit save. In the next video, we'll look at how to edit buttons.